Okay, so as you come through the entrance here, one of the first things you're going to notice is how much natural character has been left in place. This is kind of where you enter over here off Sorrel, but you've got another neighborhood here, and they're starting construction down that way. The great thing is it feels so tucked away on your drive in from El Dorado that you don't even really know this community is here. But back to the exterior, you've got the typical grand homes, grand entryway. Right here, you've got the contrast between the stone and the black trim work, which is amazing. So it is so windy. The weather here is not the best today, but bye. Have a good day.
Take care. Talk to you soon.
All right. So you are going to have private access to Provine Lake, walking trails, a lakeside gazebo, pickleball courts, benches, and direct connection into McKinney's larger trail system, which is going to span miles and miles throughout the city. That's another great part of McKinney that I do love, is all of the trails and parks around here. So for someone that wants new construction but wants to feel that connection to outdoor space and not like they are living in the middle of a concrete maze, this community is really going to check that box out. Another thing that I really like about Providence Cove is it's not one of those neighborhoods where you're seeing hundreds and hundreds of homes all at once. There's really only about 94 lots in here, which means traffic stays slower. It feels a little bit quieter. And I was going to say there's a little more exclusivity living here, so it gives you that custom neighborhood feel, and it really checks the box out. Now location wise, this pocket of McKinney is incredibly convenient, and that's a huge reason why buyers are starting to push further into communities like this, because you are really well positioned near 380, close to 75, and not far from 121. So whatever your commute is to Plano, Frisco, or Richardson, you still have solid access. But one of the biggest reasons people are choosing McKinney now is because you do not have to leave McKinney for anything. So let's take a look at this one. We can tell you more a little about McKinney as we go along. Now, obviously your garage is technically going to be here, but because we are looking at a model home, this is going to be all the offices right here. And then you step into like a formal sitting area with extremely tall ceilings, which I love. We've got a little light details there. And then right here too, they've got a chandelier up there. And then, as my husband would call this, he would love having this as a media room. He's obsessed with glass walls. And they've done a really nice touch. One of my favorite things about Grand Home is their interior designs. Their interior design work is second to none. So you've got the plaid wallpaper in here, but a lot of open air feeling because of the windows and sliding doors in this one. And just a fun little touch right here. You've got these wooden accents right here, so you can open them up to give you a little more open feel, or you can close them off for a little more privacy. And then this is a full guest bathroom in here. Again, wallpaper is extremely trendy right now. And then we've got the black hexagonal tile in the shower and a really nice window with a light feature on there as well. And we've got it down here too on the floor. So we've got luxury vinyl planking that goes throughout the entire home. And one of my favorite aspects of this one is going to be this built-in bar. Would love a wine fridge just like that in mine, but it also opens up to the entire living area also, which is great. So you can still stay connected to whatever is happening in the kitchen, dining, and your living room all in one. And then when we come this way, you do have a little butler's pantry, a little wine storage if you needed more. But you can close this off. So you do have full gas, stove, range, and then dishwasher in here. And all their appliances are KitchenAid, which I know everybody loves. And I'm really loving this sage green cabinetry in here as well. Little sink over there. I'd really like to see all the options they put in the other communities, or whatever you wanted. Now, this kitchen is super dark and moody, but I am obsessed. So you get a really nice lighter feel here. And then you come in here and it's a little bit darker, but you've got your waterfall island here, which is wonderful. And then your sink facing out into all of your main living areas. Now you've got bench seating here, so you can fit a ton of people. Great for large families or gatherings if you like hosting. Now, again, because the weather sucks today, I'm not gonna go out there, but you've got this extended cover patio with the wood look tile out there, and then it is covered. So imagine just extending that a little bit more after you purchase it, and then you've got the perfect backyard space. So one things about Grand Homes that I love is they have a lot of open second floor space into the downstairs space. So everything feels airy and bright and big and beautiful. So again, if this were your actual home, this would be where you would walk in from the garage here. So they have installed a cute little doggy shower for all my dog lovers, or maybe you could just have a cat that loves the water, but this would be kind of your mudroom space right here. And I'll come in around from this way, but this is your primary closet that leads into this right here. But we'll go the other way so we can see it all. And these floor to ceiling almost windows, but it makes it feel, this reminds me of one of those Colorado houses in the mountains where you can see everything. All right, this is your primary bedroom. You do have your own private access into the backyard, which is awesome. So you do have enough room for a seating area. They've got these statement beams in here, which is awesome. It makes it feel so tall and kind of draws your eyes up north. Whatever, you know what I mean. Then they did this fireplace feature, which I think is really cool. I've never actually seen this before, and it matches the one in the living room. So it kind of splits your room up into two different spaces. Definitely big enough for a king bed here. And then we go into your bathroom. Ta-da! His and her sinks. There's one there. Little windowsill here, and this beautiful 3 shower head shower. This one has the gold touches to it. I know a lot of people are really enjoying this trend right now. Some don't. And then you've got your bathtub here. Women, there's your sink. Men, there's yours. And then we've got 2 separate closets. So again, men, here's your closet. You still have a ton of space. And your toilet room, so you can be blocked off. And then stunning closet here. And then like I showed you earlier, when we came and looked that way, we were looking from that way in, and now we're looking out. So this is your primary closet. But just a beautiful bathroom all around. So that's going to do it for this space down here. Let's see. So again, look at this ceiling height right here. The amount of glass, look how open the entire entertaining space feels. Family room right here is going to flow directly into the kitchen and breakfast area, which means that whether you're hosting holidays, parties, you know, whatever it may be, like I said, everyone feels connected, which is great. Again, a lot of times that buyers feel like how the kitchen is laid out is really a make or break item to them. So I think this does the job for a lot of people out there. Let's see, I'm going over my notes. Bum, bum, bum. So that's one thing about Grand Home Builders, is that they design their homes to feel dramatic from the first step inside the home. So with their elevations, you get taller elevations. Roof lines are steeper. They use more brick and stone details. They also build with oversized windows, which makes the curb feel it makes it feel a little more custom and gives it a luxury presence rather than your standard new construction home, which is one thing that I think everybody appreciates about Grand Homes in general. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so we are looking in the game room area right here. Again, they have done a ton of accent walls in here to get a little bit of texture, which I love, and green is extremely in right now. So I love that little detail with the built-in shelves. So whether you're a pool table, poker player, whatever it may be, this is a really good space that you can use for entertaining. And again, it's going to go all the way down and around. And now this is the view from up here, down into the kitchen, living and dining. Oh, and then if one bar downstairs wasn't enough, we have another one. Like I said, you see the dark and moody design up here as well, which I love this kind of countertop. So got a little freezer cooler area here to keep all your beverages cold. One thing that Grand Homes has become really known for is going to be, let me see. I just lost my train of thought. Let's go over here because I thought this place was fun. So we call this the candy room. Cute little wallpaper over here with the candy shop. And then a wonderful walk-in closet here. So think of anybody with kids, maybe that family that comes to visit quite a bit. You have a really great space, and this does have an ensuite bath. So to me, this one's a little warm, feminine, with the scalloped tiles, and then you've got the brown and gold accents over here. But then you come over here, which I think is great. You've got this full bathroom here, which is going to be able to be used with all of your party space out there. Even look at that. I didn't notice this before. The wood accent on the ceiling and this blue room right here. Oh my goodness. So they can use this bathroom as well. So this is a shared bathroom. But I thought this one was so fun. Floor to ceiling blue, accents up there. Again, another walk-in closet. To all my kids, or excuse me, all my parents with girls, you know exactly what I mean. Now, y'all will have to tell me in the comments what you guys think about this. So this goes into this bedroom here, but it also overlooks the entire house there, but it's a little nook upstairs where you can open this up to a Juliet balcony. I thought it was kind of fun. But for a bedroom, I thought maybe my daughter would not like that. So I'm sure you could customize it to make it a little different. So again, basically like dual-sided game room space. But the great thing is if you have a TV here, you're playing games over there, you can still see everything over here. And then we're gonna have our third bedroom on this side. So they've done this one for a little boy, which is awesome. Still good closet space. You have the double doors in this one rather than the walk-in with the standard door, but you have an ensuite on this one as well, which I think is great. Another detail that a lot of, home builders these days don't do, they're sharing bathrooms. So here, really everybody's got their own space that they can use. And again, dark, moody in here, more masculine than the other rooms. All right, well, that concludes it for our tour of Providence Cove here in McKinney. Hope you enjoyed. If you guys do have any questions about this pricing, what's available, I know there's 2 for sure available right now with more to come, going well over $1 million depending on finishes. But really stunning neighborhood tucked away in McKinney, kind of in the heart of McKinney, which I love. So, bye.